Welcome to this new episode of the podcast series during my morning walk, where we unravel the layers of life, dive into the beauty of self-discovery, and navigate the journey of understanding our existence. As I walked this morning, watching the sunlight gently caress the tree tops, I could not help but ponder a universal question. What veils have I drawn over my life? And why do I hesitate to lift them? Today, we will explore the veils we create, the comforts, tradition, boundaries we use to frame our lives, and the courage it takes to step beyond them. This podcast is not just a reflection of my thoughts. It's a mirror for you also. Your own life. You must ask this question right now. Am I truly living the way I want? Or am I hiding behind a veil of comfort and routines? At various stages of life, there is a quiet regret that surfaces. I could not do what I wanted to do. It's the sorrow of paths not taken, dreams deferred, and passions silenced. Adulthood becomes a race to fulfill duties. It becomes a competition where everyone is fighting for their own space in the journey of life. But the heart whispers of every opportunities that are being missed. Regret doesn't have to be the end of the story. The now, this very moment, holds immense power. It's an invitation to reclaim authenticity and honor the potential we have left untapped. Time is like a horse running at a steady pace of 1 second per second, unwavering and unstoppable. You jump on it, letting its momentum carry you forward. It feels like riding downstream of life where the current dictates the journey. You don't have to paddle against the current. You are just be the person who are there in the downstream of life, enjoying every beat of it. You surrender control, watching landscapes blur into fleeting moments. The horse knows no pause, no backward glance, only the relentless march of now becoming then. Yet, amidst the ride, you realize, while the horse dictates speed, the direction, your perspective and choices remain yours. Time flows forward but meaning is shaped by the rider. Picture this. You stand before a window overlooking a vast open sky. The horizon stretches endlessly, inviting you to explore. Yet you hesitate. You draw the curtain, not because the view isn't beautiful, but because it is overwhelming. The curtain offers comfort. It frames life into manageable pieces, shielding us from the vast unknown the open sky represents. In many ways, this is how we live. We create veils, routines, traditions, and roles to give life structure and predictability. They obscure the boundless possibilities. At this point, I remember the realization of Isaac Newton. At the age of 8, I don't know what I may appear to this world, but I seem to have been playing only like a boy on the seashore, diverting myself now and then, finding a smooth pebble or a prettier shell, whilst the green ocean of truth all lay undiscovered before me. Ask, what are the veils in your life? I recall the story of a young woman who chose her family life over a vibrant career. That was the passion. She was young, bright and brilliant teacher who could have inspired countless minds, her vibrant classroom brimming with possibilities. Yet, driven by personal longing, she left academia, leaving a void for students seeking her mentorship. Or did the world lose a guiding light to unfulfilled aspirations? A paradox endures. Though later she told me, this is the practical choice. I will return to university later in my life. Decades passed and later never truly arrived. She built her home, but would she ever confess, I feel like I have always lived someone else's life? This is the conflict of choice. Do we follow the safe, familiar path, or do we step into the world of unknown? Imagine standing at such a crossroads. One path offers security, the other adventure. The choice feels impossible, but clarity often comes when we ask ourselves, what truly matters to me? For many, culture and tradition become veils. They offer belonging and identity. I have seen individuals bound by expectations to follow careers. They marry within their own community and conforms to roles that don't align with their true selves. What for this education about? If it doesn't enhance you from a space of confinement to another higher space of liberation. But they always say, this is what my family wants. This is how it always been. Take the story of a woman who grew up in a conservative household. She was taught that her worth lay in being a perfect housewife and mother. Yet, she longed to explore the world, to climb mountains and see the beauty of nature firsthand. One day she broke free. She began hiking, one small trail at a time, until she stood at the summit of her first mountain. She told me, for the first time in my life, I enjoyed freedom. I enjoyed the being that I always wanted to be. Breaking the cultural veil does not mean rejecting it entirely. It means honoring your roots. This is the opportunity for you to really spread yourselves, to absorb the unknown, the world presents before you. The comfort of routine is another form of veil. They give us structure, but can also trap us. Think of the man who spends decades in a corporate job, ignoring his love for going around and enjoy nature, love for photography. One day these routines unravel and a voice within asks, is this all there is? I left my corporate job with an intention to pursue my dream. Routines can be comforting, but they should never replace the vibrant call of life's possibility. The answer often lies in fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. I met one man who dreamt of becoming a writer. He told me, what if I am not good enough? What if people laugh at me? His fear kept him from pursuing his dream, but fear is just a shadow. It loses its power when we confront it with courage. Lifting the veil does not mean abandoning everything familiar. It means taking small steps towards authenticity. My friends, take a moment to pause and reflect. What step you can take right now to lift a veil in your life? This is the power of awareness. It is the light that guides us out of the labyrinth of misplaced priorities. Pause and reflect. Take time each day to sit quietly and ask, what truly matters to me? Instead of judging everything, choose one area of life to give your full attention. Are you chasing something because you value it or because society says you should? Spend time doing what brings you joy. Reading, gardening, walking in nature. Life becomes simpler, more meaningful when we stop resisting and start flowing with the downstream of life. The open sky waits, eternal and unbounded. It whispers to us every day. Step beyond the curtain, embrace the infinite. Imagine the freedom of living authentically, without fear or regret. Imagine standing at the summit of your own life, breathing in the limitless possibilities that were always there, waiting for you to claim them. This is the call of infinite. It's not a distant dream. It's here in this moment, inviting you to lift the veil and step into your truth. As I conclude today's walk, I invite you to ask yourself, what veils have I drawn over my life? Am I ready to lift one today? Remember, sky is always there, waiting for you to draw back the curtain, embrace its endless beauty. Until next time, keep walking, keep reflecting, keep listening to the quiet whispers of your inner being. Thank you. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the veil of comfort and the call of the infinite.